Okay, guys, we are back. I've come in a little bit early because we're just making the start of the session. As always, I am James Parfitt, and I'm bringing you here all the action from Mosport in Canada with the pros currently at the moment. Now, this championship is a little bit more, well, there's one of three that could take the championship at the moment. So this is the current championship standings. As you can see, Rafael Blanco is on 296, Daniel Sedgley on 278, and John McHutchinson on 241. Now, for this one, I will try and keep you up to date with the standings. We'll see who takes the pole position. I will try and mark the scores down as we go along and bring you all the information here as well. We have got Sandro Capella, I believe, in the background. He is on the points as well. So if he is in chat, it would be amazing if you can just give me a rundown how we're getting on. So let's see. This is going to be tough, guys. I'm not going to lie, because there's 3 people here. And see how it's going to get on. Right. Hopefully we'll be able to get an update of how we get on throughout the race. But Daniel Sedgley 278, John McHutchinson 241, Rafael Blanco on 296. Now, the current standings at the moment in the team standings are this. Team Redline are out on top of 441. Team Slow Mo Red 383. They're really the 2 main protagonists in the championship at the moment. They're the guys who is likely to take the team championship. So let's see how this one works out. We've got Rafael Blanco currently on a 1:11.49. Mike Bousson in second on a 1:11.58. Now, as you can see, we've got 13 cars on track at the moment, and we're going to be keeping as much on top as we possibly can there this evening. So let's see what happens. Let's just see. I think this one could be an incredible. It's good. I think from this point of view, it's going to be a very interesting battle because there's so many, there's 3 top gladiators involved in this, and anyone can win at the moment. It's still anyone's game, but it's a tough ask for this man, John McHutchinson, to even really try and get close at the moment. And I think that's going to be the thing here tonight, really. I can't see John doing it. I don't think John's going to be there. I think it's going to be Rafael and Daniel Sedgley that are going to be the main 2 battling away here as we go into qualifying. I think John is too far back. I don't think John can actually even get there with the win and the pole position. That gives him 51. That would put him on 292. So I don't think he's going to be able to get there. I think it is going to be between Daniel Sedgley and Rafael Blanco. So I think they're going to be the main protagonists in this standings currently at the moment. As we can see, the championship leader, Rafael Blanco, out on track. So there we go. Let's see how we'll get on. I was just checking the updates at the moment. But it has been confirmed that Graham Brown did win the AMS. So there we go. Graham Brown is your AM championship leader. So let's see how it all pans out. Let's go slow-mo. Well, we've got Sven Young Matheson in here this evening. Henning Haig is another one. And Taya Sattenberg from Team Slow-mo Black. So it should be quite interesting there. Joachim, where are you anyway? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you here? Let's see what his reasoning is. Why aren't you here, Joachim? Not been my week. Well, this is league racing, Joachim. This is not officials. We know that. So, you know, can't be here or hereabouts, couldn't you? Could have had a good old go. So let's see what happens here this evening. We will, as I say, try and keep you up to date with all the scores as they're going along. But I think it is really down to Daniel Sedgley and Rafael Blanco. I'm just about to start writing down the possibilities of how this is going to work out. So bear with me as well. I will try and do my best maths as we go on. So let's see how this one all pans out here tonight, and see if we can get some great racing. I know there's going to be great racing. And I cannot wait for this one here this evening. So let's see how these mighty gladiators get on, as we've got Sven-Jöng Mathiesen currently out in first place on a 1:12.56. Rafael Blanco here is going a little bit quicker. 2 greens. What can he do in the third sector? He goes across the line, goes into pole on a 1:12.404. Dennis Kiriakopoulos, the man we have not seen much of in the second place. Sven-Jöng Mathiesen is another man that is on a flyer at the moment. He's got green and a purple. What can Sven-Jöng do? He's looking to go across the line currently at the moment. What is Sven-Jöng putting? He's putting a pole. 1:12.094. 1:12.094 for Sven-Jöng. Dennis Kiriakopoulos here. John McCutcheon has got greens across the board, currently sitting in 4th place. So what is John going to do as he goes across the line at the moment? He's, second place for Mr. McCutcheon, 1:12.345. Looking forward to a cracking race here with 13 cars on track at the moment. Henning Haig is here as well. Oh, another spicy one. Henning there, purple in sector 2. Goes across the line. Where does Henning Haig pop up? 4th place. Blanco goes into pole on a 1:11.9. Sven-Jöng's purple across the board. Let's pip up Sven-Jöng as he goes into turn 8. He's going to get pole. He's going to get pole. He's going to get pole by a 1:11.796 for Sven-Jöng Mathiesen. Absolutely stellar job from him. So Sven-Jöng there on pole position. What is Daniel Sedgley going to do? Sedgley's green across the last 2 sectors. Goes across the second place. 1:11.964. Currently, we've got Sedgley, Blanco. Your top 2 in the championship are 2nd and 3rd at the moment. David Walters is another man who's got greens across the board. He's got into 5th. Cam Waters upset the apple cart. Blanco's got a purple in sector 1. Here we go. Oh, he's yellow. He's yellow in 2 and 3. Stays where he is on a 1:12.041. Oh, unlucky there for Mr. Blanco. So Mike Bousson, the nearly man, nearly for Mr. Mike Bousson. So let's see what happens here with these guys. And I think this is just going to be an absolute incredible race. I need to just plug in the old laptop before it dies. So there you go. so I can work out the scores as we're going along. Daniel Sedgley there, still running around currently at the moment. Got a little bit slower, John McCutchinson. We're currently down in 7th place now. Dennis Kyrgiakopoulos, green and yellow. Thomas Renders is out on track as well. So we will try and keep you up to date as it goes on. But at the moment, the two leaders between Daniel Sedgley and Rafael Blanco, nobody is going to get the extra point for pole position. That's going to go to Sven-Jöng Mathiesen. So it's now down to a straight fight between these guys. Now, Sedgley needs to win. If Sedgley takes the win, so I'm just going to try and do some really quick maths. 8, 12, 3. It puts him on 3, 2, 8. So 3, 2, 8. Take off that. 2, 3. That puts Blanco needing 32 points, which would be 6th place. So that's where we're at roughly at the moment. Blanco would need 6th place. Now, I will try and keep you updated as the best I can as this goes along. Am champion Graham Brown would join the grid on P2. Yes. Looking forward to next season with that one. We need to have a chat about the final clarifications of the way the finals are working. So if we can catch up, that would be amazing. But at the moment, Sedgley needs a win, and Mathiesen's going to take the extra point for pole position. So he can't even take that at the moment. Blanco has to finish in front of Sedgley, taking drop weeks into account. Well, if the drop weeks are right on the website, then the scores that I've got currently are right. So if the website scores are right, then the rest of it is going to be right. So just if that's the way it is at the moment, I'll be able to work it out as we go along. So 30 seconds left of quali. And let's see how we do here this evening. Looking like Mathiesen's going to take the extra point for pole. So none of them will benefit from the extra point for pole position. Have a look at the grid. Here we go, 13 cars on track. Sven-Jöng Mathiesen takes first place, Daniel Sedgley second, Rafael Blanco third, Mike Buson fourth, Dennis Kyrgiakopoulos fifth, David Walters sixth, John McCutchinson seventh, Henning Haig eighth, Kjell Larsen ninth, Thomas Renders 10th, Paul Clark 11th, Stefan Severia here go in 12th place, and Taya Sattenberg down in 13th. So here we go.
Check it.
That was very bizarre. So let's see how this one pans out. All right, all cars on track. Two, three, four, five. And the Pro final race of the season is underway, and it's Matheson out in front. Sedgley in second, goes running down into turn one. Rafael Blanco's looking at trying to come up the inside. Not made it through this time around. Goes into the tricky turn two. Cold tyres, don't forget. These guys have got to be careful. There's a lot of precautions going on there, and John McHutchison showing more of it at the back there. With Dennis Kirikopoulos, David Walters, Henning Haig, but at the moment, Sven-Jön Matheson is away up front. He's got the gap out at 0.7 already. He's going now into turn three before these guys start going up into 4 and 5 on this first corner here. Turn 5 caught some of the pros out. And Daniel Sedgley has done what he needed to do, but he needs to do it more. He needs to be further already, because otherwise at the moment, Blanco is right behind him and he's going to try and close up. He's got to be looking at trying to hold that inside line. If he send Blanco up the inside, Blanco's going to say thank you very much. Sedgley's going to try and run him around the outside of 8 already. Into turn lap 1 we go. Sedgley's now coming back at 9. There needs to be room. There is room. They're going around 10. Blanco's taken Sedgley on lap 1, and that is massive for the championship. Sedgley's looking at trying to come back now. Mike Bousson sitting in 4th place. But Daniel Sedgley got overtaken by Rafael Blanco in lap 1. And as it stands right now, Sedgley is in 2nd. So there are the runners and riders of gainers and losers on the right and left hand side there. Blanco up 1, McHutchison 1, Renders 1. That is the only changes to this race from the grid currently at the moment. But Sven-Jön Matheson's out in front by 1.4, but the gap is coming down here tonight, with Rafael Blanco trying to close down on him as much as he can, but Sedgley's got to get in that draft. He's got to be getting in there and keeping it up to them. So if he starts losing the draft, it's going to start dropping off. But we know Sedgley can do this, and we know he's quick. So let's see how this one pans out. Blanco has to be down in 6th or more to lose this championship. So Blanco needs to be down in 6th or more to lose the championship. But further down, you can see the gaggle of cars there as well. John McHutchison, David Walters, Henning Haig is in the mix as well. Kettle Larson, Thomas Renders, Paul Clark, Dennis Kirikopoulos. He's got John McHutchison right behind him. Don't forget, these two had somewhat of an epic scrap last season. Oh, Kirikopoulos is on the grass. McHutchison's going to go around, run the outside into turn 2, gets the job done. That's McHutchison now up into 5th. Sedgley slowly dropping away. Slowly dropping back. He needs this draft. He needs the draft currently at the moment. He needs to start getting his car hooked up already. Don't forget, guys, as well, that both the European Pros and the AMS has been sponsored this evening by iLoungeRacing.co.uk. Please go and check them out as well. They are currently here represented by Mr. Paul Clark, who has got Stefan Severia right behind him. Currently coming up into 8th there. Severia on the right-hand side is going to be making moves around. Clark now, is he going to run him around the outside of 8? He's not. But iLounge Racing sponsors this evening, so please go and check them out. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much there for them as well. iLoungeRacing.co.uk. Right. Here we go. These two. This is it. This is the fight. It is literally between Daniel Sedgley and Rafael Blanco. That is it. That's the scrap this evening. That's the one that's going to make a difference. And that, at the end of the day, is the one that's going to be the focus. We will try and pick up all the other action, especially this midfield battle here. John McHutchison, Dennis Kirikopoulos, Mike Bousson, David Walters, Henning Haig. They're all coming to contact slowly as well. Sedgley's further out than he needs to be now. He's closer at the moment to Mike Bousson than he is to Rafael Blanco. So there we go. Is McHutchison going to run Bousson around the outside? Bousson just positions his car in a way that says to John, well, have a think about it, mate, but I'm not going to give it up easily. So, you know, Blanco there still up in 2nd place. Sven-Jön Matheson still in 1st. Current fastest lap goes to Rafael Blanco. 1:12.052. So that's currently +1 for Blanco already. So that was going to make it even harder for Sedgley now. Right. Okay, so if Daniel Sedgley finishes P2, he will be on 318 points. If Blanco finishes in P3, he's going to be on 303. If there's an accident and they both end up being taken out, Blanco is the champion. So there's still a lot to take in. Right, we'll have to wait. I think I can try and give you a rundown, but I think with the complications there with drop weeks that's currently in place, I think at the moment it could just all be up in arms. So I wouldn't want to bring you false results, so we will wait until a final confirmation here from our very own Sandra Capella. Matheson's currently got the fastest lap on a 1:11.83 at the moment. Henning Haig and Kettle Larson are locked in a battle. Henning now climbing all over the back of David Walters, which is allowing Kettle Larson to get closer and closer and closer and closer. And here comes Kettle. So Larson here. Running round down 4 into 5. Haig right up the back of Waters. Look at this. Henning Haig currently at the moment. That is David Waters in front of us. Oh, we're going to be on the no. We're going in. We're going in. Getting closer. He's looking up the inside. Nothing doing currently at the moment from Henning Haig and David Walters. Nothing doing with Blanco and Sedgley, and nothing doing with Buson and Hutchinson. They're still all as they are currently at the moment on lap 7 with 22 minutes remaining. We know they're going to go about 25 laps. So let's see here. Henning Haig keeping David Walters honest as well. Coming towards us. Oh, there goes Stefan Severio. He's wide. Is that Teja? Oh, Mrs. Teja Sattenberg. And that is Stefan Severio down into last place currently at the moment. Blanco, Sedgley, Buson, Hutchinson. Blanco, Sedgley, Buson, McHutchinson. And Matheson. Going under your screen now, out in front currently at the moment. It's all on this now. Now, you know, we've heard from LeMay that, oh, that's Stefan Severio in turn 5. David Waters, Henning Haig. Haig trying to run around the outside of 8. Is he going to make it stick into 9? Waters is going to be looking to kind of come back again into 10. Door's got to be left open. Henning is coming. They're going to be running down into turn 1. That's Henning Haig through. Unfortunately for David Waters, he's now got Larson tucked up right behind him. As they come racing down here towards turn 1. Oh, we get run over by David Waters. He's going to force Larson around the outside of 2. That's not the most easiest job in the world. Larson makes it through as well. The 2 racing Team Denkamp boys of David Walters and Thomas Renders are together on track. Larson there as well, Rafael Blanco. Still got that gap to Sedgley of about 6 tenths. Oh, just worried about how this is going to go here, you know. Sedgley's got it down to 4 tenths. The race is going to go further and further on. You know, we've got 20 minutes already to go. We've had 10, believe it or not, already. Here comes Walters trying to get onto the back of Larson. Larson's trying to get onto the back of Henning Haig. Blanco's trying to get, essentially, he's trying to get onto the back of Blanco. Round turn 2, so easily done to run wide there. top out this battle. Keep an eye on the Waters as well, and Larson. On the back of Kendall Larson here with David Waters. Oh, Waters got a little bit squirrely. Here we go. Larson's beside Haig. Waters is picking up the draft from Haig. This could be a freeway into 8. Depends on how brave these men want to be. Waters has had to hit the brakes early. Massive amounts of overspeed there. Henning Haig gets done by Carol Larson. And unfortunately for David Waters, he didn't make it through. Blanco and Sedgley are now literally barely 2 tenths back currently at the moment as well. Matheson is off, 1.9, he's gone. He'll let these guys just fight it out. Sven Young Matheson from Team Slow-Mo Red over Blanco and Daniel Sedgley. Going around the right-hander of turn 3. Through 4 we go. Fast left-hander. Up into 5 now. We're going to be on the brakes. Keep an eye on the track map, guys, as well. It gives you quite a lot of information, believe it or not, because if they start going bright red, you know they're off track, okay? So just keep an eye, especially in the right left-hand corner where turn 5 is, that double right-hander. That's where sometimes you do see a lot of people make silly mistakes and do end up going off. And it's not an easy corner. We saw that in the AMS, and we've seen it here. Like Stefan Severia there is off in turn 5. There he is, going round. And in Haig, still got David Waters for company into 8 and 9. Blanco and Sedgley are still closer together. Matheson 2.1 now. So there we go. Kjell Larson, who practices with the Team Slow-Mo guys, and you know, comes and thanks them every week when he's in the booth. Like, he says, "Oh, thank you to the Slow-Mo guys for practicing, you know, for being there and practicing together." And at the moment, he's ahead of the one Mr. Henning Haig. So there we go. I did that this week, actually. I was a little bit of, you know, giving Henning, shall we say, a little bit of grief. Being that these guys did the 10-hour of Suzuka. And it was quite interesting because I was watching him and Taya as well. And, yeah, poor Henning. Well, when I was watching, poor Henning couldn't make an overtake for love nor money. And then when Teo got in the car, he started shooting the car. He overtook 2 people and did an absolutely stellar job. So, you know, I did give Henning a little bit of grief this week there in the 10 hours of Suzuka. So, you know, they did. Where did they end up left? I'm just trying to see. They finished P20, did Henning Haig and Taya Sattenberg. So that's absolutely incredible, really, because they probably wouldn't have lasted that long in a 10-hour event between the 2 of them. But it was stellar driving. I was just giving Henning a little bit of grief this week. The fact that Taya had overtaken people and Henning didn't. So there we go. Back to the action we go here. Rafael Blanco, Daniel Sedgley. The gap's still down at 3 tenths. So 15:45 to go. Hey, we did good, James. Top split, you know. I know, Joachim, I know. I was just winding him up. I was giving him a little bit of grief as well because he was, you know, just when I was watching it, he couldn't get past. He put it down to miraculous fuel saving. I think that was the thing he said to me was he was fuel saving. Behind, I think it was a BMW at the time that he was sat behind. So, you know, look, Joachim, I know. I was just giving him a little bit of grief. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, who am I? Not main time slot, but still. What? That was me. What? In the BMW? No, not when I was watching, you weren't. It wasn't you when I was watching. I think you were 2 places ahead or 3 places ahead at the time that I was watching. That I was in chat just giving Henning a little bit of grief about he didn't manage to make an overtake. And then when I come back, Taylor's overtaking people. So, you know. But him, he didn't guess that I was just giving him grief. But Daniel Sedgley here, back to the racing. Joachim. Back to the racing. Blanco and Sedgley are still close together going into 8. So... No. No, because it was Taya and Henning, wasn't it? Taya and Henning did the 10 hours. You were with, you were with Sven Young, Joachim. Or have I got this wrong? But I'm sure it was Henning Haig driving when I was in there, and I'm sure I was in Taya's stream talking to him. So... Blanco here still leading the way. Henning Haig still with Kjell Larsen. Who am I talking with? Joachim Kjod in YouTube. So, Kjell Larsen, Henning Haig going round turn 5 currently. They're close together. Daniel Sedgley is still out of 4 attempts at the moment. He's got to be looking at trying to get that down to at least 2 attempts on the exit of 5. If he can get it down to 2 attempts on the exit of 5, he can make this move around the right-hander of 8, but he's got to run it around the outside. You can see the gap is 2 attempts when they go in. So he needs to be 2 attempts on the exit of 5 to make that difference. And at the moment, Sedgley just cannot quite get there. Busson's about 1.1 back. He's got half a second to McHutchinson currently at the moment. So Daniel Sedgley here in the blue, he needs to get past Rafael Blanco, and he needs to very quickly. Because at the moment, Sven Young not only took the pole position extra point, but he's also got the fastest lap. So there's no bonus points now. It's just a current straight fight. Sorry, Gearhead. How are you this evening? Thank you so much for joining us here on the JPB YouTube channel. Don't forget, guys, if you are here for the first time, please subscribe, thumbs up, give the bells, turn the bells on for notifications. That'd be absolutely amazing as well. But I hope you're well, Gearhead. Much appreciated again for joining us as you're here for round 8, the final one of the Pro Championship. We do have the final one of the Americas later on as well. Blanco's tyres are starting to go off, you reckon? The problem is he's got the gap, look. He's still got 6 attempts over Sedgley, mate. We've still got 12 minutes. He is going, I've got to be honest though, especially going round 8, he's looking more slidey. I'm pretty good. I'm watching some races around in order to train myself in becoming a motorsports commentator. Oh, nice. What sort of motorsports are you looking at going into? Esports or real life or both? Blanco now is pulling away from Daniel Sedgley. 9 attempts currently at the moment with Mike Busson. I think one of the important things for you, Gearhead, is if you've got a chat and you're on YouTube, you can interact with them. Don't ever feel like you can't. I think that's one of the things that... Oh, Henning Haig, where are you going? Saving the groundsman a job and cutting the grass there. Henning Haig into turn 3, coming out of 3, round 4, and then going up into 5 there. Decided he was going to go and trim the grass. Sedgley's now more dropped into the hands of Busson than he has into both. I'm beginning with esports first, then if the chance to come up, I can try in real life. Yeah, Haig almost went off. He did, yes. Well, hit me up. I don't know if you're in Discord. Obviously, I run JPB, the channel. Matheson's off. Matheson's in the wall. In the wall at 8. Sven-Olof Matheson is in the wall at 8, and this is how. Oh, he's sideways and backwards is Sven-Olof, and then in the 8 he went. That's put Blanco in the lead. Sven-Olof is done. Sven-Olof is finished. He's in the pits. Sven-Olof Matheson. Now all Blanco's got to do is keep it on track. And this is his win. Sven-Olof is out. Sven-Olof is out. Oh, Nightbot getting a little bit excited there. Bear with. There we go. That should be tidied up for him. Yeah, it is a little bit into turn 8, mate. There was just nowhere there for him to go. Now, Kjell Larsen has caught up to Kyriakopoulos. Buson and McHutchinson have crashed. Oh, no, this wasn't together, was it? There goes Mike Buson into 5. Oh, no. He's just gone round in front of McHutchinson. Kyriakopoulos just squeezed through. Don't take out your teammate. And there is Buson and John McHutchinson from Team Radline. It's not good at the moment. Everybody's starting to lose that little bit of grip that they need. But Kjell Larsen, Kyriakopoulos and McHutchinson here are still within a fight. So there we go. That was just cap protection from Nightbot there, Gearhead. I do apologise. I have turned her off for a minute. But obviously don't go spamming. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know if you know about iRacing as well, Gearhead, is when you're on the grass of iRacing, it does do some miraculously very strange things to your car. Mike Buson was on the outside and he could be slowing down just to let the car come onto track, and the grass all of a sudden would spin him round. It's almost like the Kraken comes out of the grass, grabs the car and spins it. Okay, so be aware that it is a the grass is a weird and wonderful thing, and I think the guys in chat will tell you that the grass does do strange things to the car where you do sit back and think, how did that happen? So you do have to be a little bit careful of the overcorrection and unders, because sometimes that isn't all something that doesn't always happen. The grass does play wonderful things with cars. So there we go. Well, if you're looking for esports Gearhead, hit me up, send me a message here, or type into the comments and I'll give you my Discord. Obviously, I run JPB. We are looking for more commentators currently at the moment. So maybe we can get you in and do some races with you and see how you get on. And then with series coming up next season, we're going to be even busier. So we will need more and more people. So please come and hit me up or leave your Discord down in the comments section and I will reach out to you. And go from there. But Dennis Kyriakopoulos there. John McHutchinson just past Kjell Larsen down into 5. Larsen now has dropped down into the hands of Mike Buson. Sedgley's out at 1.4 at the moment. Blanco ahead. There is Sedgley behind him. I'm not sure whose tyres are really going off at the moment. Good evening, Mr. Williams. Hope you're well. Congratulations. I think you got 3rd, tied with Paul LeMay, but I'm not entirely sure, so we have to wait for the official results on that one. Daniel Sedgley's not making mass improvements currently at the moment. Mike Buson, however, he is tracking down on Kjell Larsen from IGL, Mike from Team Radline. Had that weird and wonderful spin and then put himself down the order. I'm sure Mike would know that the first thing you ever say is don't ever take out your teammates. Wasn't solely Mike's fault. So there we go, 6 minutes left on the clock. If I showed you again the Mike Buson incident, if you watch his rear, as he comes down now, watch the left-hand side of the track. He goes on, he's on the grass, hits the curb, and unfortunately where you're trying to accelerate on the curb, it doesn't like it and it just spun the car. As I say, there is weird and wonderful spins in iRacing and that would be classed as one of them, as it was probably a slight contact with the rear left on the curb. Mike getting on the gas to try and keep the car rolling and then unfortunately just over accelerated. Yeah, mate, all P3 joint or not is outstanding. I'm well happy. I bet you are, buddy. You got promotion up to the pros next season as well, mate. That's going to be an interesting one. See you in the pros next year. It's going to be a good one. You got these guys to contend with, Mr. Williams. You're going to have to get out and get some practicing on. Because, trust me, between them at the moment. Yeah, Kyriakopoulos, believe it or not, if I'm not mistaken, unless he's upgraded his gear, he's still driving on a G920. does an absolutely stellar job. It's been incredible through the 2 seasons that he's been here, and has done an amazing job. But yeah, Mr. Kirikopoulos did kind of thread that car. It was almost threading the eye of the needle there. Sedgley now has pulled loads currently out of Blanco. Sedgley's pushing again. One more race, no. This is race 8. This is the final one of this championship. There's one more race in the endurance field at Bathurst, but not of this. Sedgley's just pulled a chunk, an absolute chunk out of Blanco. He got half a second of Rafael Blanco in the last lap. So whether or not this is where Blanco's tyres have been slipping and Sedgley's have been coming in, maybe he took that breather, but he's only got 4 minutes remaining now. So there we go. Scary, mate. You'll be all right. Get the practice in, bud. Get hold of John. I told you, John wants to see you in his office anyway after that last season's not great defending. Henning Haig now as well. He's still locked in a battle with, currently, that is David Walters. Oh, it's going to be chasing him down as well. Walters got a little bit squirrely. Her's got the run. Up through 6 and 7 we go. Henning Haig on the left-hand side. David Walters on the right. That's going to be job done. Walters has now got to slot back in again on this run into 8. How is he going to go here? He's not close enough currently at the moment. And we've got 3 minutes left on the clock. And the leaders are coming round now into the left-hander of 2. There is Rafael Blanco. Still out in front from Daniel Sedgley by about 6 tenths at the moment. It'll be interesting to see where Sedgley's losing time currently, because clearly, from his point of view, he is dropping off. He's slower in Sector 1 by about 0.06 of a second. How is he fixed for Sector 2? Because he can get close, but he doesn't quite close enough. He needs 2 attempts. He might be able to get there on 3 because that's going to put him down. Here we go. This is going to be Sedgley's opportunity. Larson's up in 5. There's a pile up in 5. I want to play this one out first, though, but there has been some incident in turn 5 currently at the moment, but Daniel Sedgley's going to run him on the outside now. Here he goes into 8. Sedgley's going to run him. He's going to run him out through 8 now. Can he get up the inside of 9? He's not going to get it done this time around, I don't think. Blanco's all offline. Says she's going to be looking now. We got a better run out of 10. We got this one and one more. Here we go. I want to have a look down here. It started down here with Kjell Larsen. Oh, he's on the grass. And then, that was John car number 4. That was Mike Bousson just followed him off as well. So Mike there getting a little bit of driver tunnel vision, but that was Kjell Larsen. But here is Sedgley now. At the moment, Daniel Sedgley is champion by 10 points. By 10 points with drop weeks taken off, Daniel Sedgley is your champion. I've just had it first hand. Gap's coming down now into 8 we go again. Last lap of the race. My money's on down. Whoop, whoop. Well, here we go. The final lap of the race. Barney's waving this week. He decided not to have a day off for the final. What can Daniel Sedgley do? He's champion currently in the moment. I don't know if he knows it. He probably isn't aware of it, but he's still going to go for it. Or does he? Here we go. 5 attempts, round 3. Haig is taking time out left, right and centre of Larsen there. Says he's 3 attempts back. He's going to do this. He's got to carry more speed. Oh, he's hit the curb. Is this it? That's it. He's hit the curb. Daniel Sedgley hit the curb and that pulled him back. He's not going to get him, but at the moment, as it stands, with the drop weeks taken off, Daniel Sedgley is going to be the champion. Sedgley's goes now. He's still got 4 attempts to make up. But at the moment, he just needs his second place. Dan Sedgley is going to be the victor. Blanco's going to win the race. Sedgley's going to take the championship. I want to pick up Henning Haig here because he's having a monumental battle with Kettle Larson coming round the final lap of the race here around the 3 corners. Dennis Kiriakopoulos comes across the line. Mike Busson, Kettle Larson. Here we go. Henning Haig running down further back from that. Taya Sattenberger, David Walters. Oh, what's Walters going to be able to do here going around these few sections of corners? Right. And that is Walters now going across the line as well. We're just waiting for Stefan Severia. And Severia there as well. Currently, I'm waiting just a final, making sure that's final confirmation. But currently, at the moment, here are your final finishing positions. Rafael Blanco in first place, Daniel Sedgley in second, Dennis Kiriakopoulos third, John McCutcheon fourth, Mike Busson fifth, Kettle Larson sixth, Henning Haig in seventh, Paul Clark eighth, Thomas Renders ninth, Taya Sattenberg in 10th, David Walters in 11th, Stefan Severia down in 12th, and Sven Young Matheson 9 laps down in 13th. Now, I'm just waiting for the final confirmation that that is actually confirmed. Just want to make sure, I'm pretty sure, as it stands at the moment, Daniel Sedgley is the champion by 10 points. At the moment, final, here we go. He's typing, everybody. Start biting your fingernails. Oh no, he stopped typing. Sad times. Is he typing? Is he not? Just waiting for the announcement. I think everybody is on bated breath here, waiting for the final. It is confirmed. It's confirmed that Daniel Sedgley is the champion. Daniel Sedgley is the champion this evening. It is confirmed. I've just had the message. Daniel Sedgley takes the Pro Championship. Rafael Blanco wins the race. Daniel Sedgley takes the championship here tonight. What an absolute incredible, amazing there. I've got to have a word with Daniel Sedgley. So let's go, but we're going to get Dennis Kiriakopoulos into the booth. Dennis, who absolutely love coming in and having a chat with me. Dennis, welcome in, buddy. I hope you're well.
Hello, James. I'm very, very well. Thank you.
Yeah, mate, fair place. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's really, really good, especially with this strength of field. It's crazy. All these guys are so fast and scoring a podium here. It's really incredible.
Let me ask you something. How's your season been?
As you've seen, I've not been as successful as the last one, but I think most of the reason is because the strength of field is really, really high.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still happy with the results though, because when you see the number of aliens that run in this series, it's really difficult to score a good result.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Are you still on the G920?
I'm still on this same wheel, yes, and still driving with the Sugs.
Oh, incredible. I love it. It's like a fairy tale, Dennis. It does make me happy because you're the man that's got me driving in socks now. And on a G920. So, you know, overall, absolutely amazing. Look, buddy, you know, as always, it's so much love having you in the booth with me. What's the Dennis Kiriakopoulos plan now? What are you going on to? Because, you know, season's coming to an end. You know, we're going to be looking at doing another one, not till January. What's on the plan for Dennis Kiriakopoulos?
You know, James, I'm really not looking at plans long in advance. Honestly, I haven't made any plans for now. I'm concentrating. I was concentrating on this race, on the endurance, and I'll see what's next.
Okay, buddy. Well, look, for the final time, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before you leave the booth this evening?
All the drivers in the league. I made some friends in this league, and I enjoy every time I'm on track with them.
Awesome. Thank you very much there, buddy. And just let Daniel know. I'll get him in after Thomas. Catch you soon.
See you.
Right, let's have a chat with Thomas Renders. Good evening, Thomas. How are you? 9th place this evening. How's it been?
Good evening. To be honest, it's been pretty terrible. I've gone off twice. I managed to keep it out of the wall, but yeah, the race wasn't good at all. So
yeah, we try and not touch too much on it, but you know, this track is difficult, isn't it, overall in general? But I tell you what, let's have a season recap from Thomas Renders. How did your season go?
Well, obviously, I've been saying that my goal was to get to the Worlds whole season.
Yep.
So my goal every race was just score top 10s, because I think if you score enough top 10s, then you'll be top 10 in the end. So the first 2 races, I think I made some minor mistakes. I think still getting used to the car, and P12, P13, I think. After that, a couple of good results, while actually being slower relative to the other guys, but yeah, just keeping it on track. And that scored me the good points I needed today. And I think I just managed to get the top 10. So I think I'm going to the Worlds.
Well, let's see what happens when the official results come out, because the website doesn't take into consideration drop weeks. So let's see what happens at the moment, Thomas. But absolutely stellar season from you, buddy. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before you leave the booth this evening?
Yeah, I think I've been saying it every time I get interviewed, but Sandro for organizing, because it's such a tight field and such a good organized league as well. And of course, it's so much fun to look back every race you drive. So thanks to you as well, James.
No worries there, buddy. Much love, and I'll look forward to catching you up again, maybe at the Worlds.
I'll try to be there.
Take care.
Cheers.
Right. Here he is. The man everybody's been wanting to hear from. Your pro champion by 10 points, Mr. Daniel Sedgley. Daniel, welcome in.
I need a drink.
Well, can we do that after, or? Yeah. Is that all right? Because you know, I'd rather not have a slur in Daniel Sedgley. You know, as well. Look, bud, you got to be happy with that, surely.
I'm very, yeah. I had a spreadsheet made, so I knew exactly what position I needed to finish in.
I'm sorry, you what?
I made a little spreadsheet, so I knew what position I need to finish in to be a champion.
You could have shared it with me, mate. It would sort of save me sitting here writing down some maths, wouldn't it?
I let you struggle a bit. It was funny.
Oh, thanks, mate. Well, it turns out I got it wrong anyway, because the results on the website didn't take into consideration the drop week. So all that gumph I typed out earlier on was all wrong anyway. So there we go. You know, say oh me. You know what I mean? Drop weeks, absolute killers. But look, dude, you know, you'll go championship winner overall. You're going up to the Worlds as well. It's going to be absolutely epic going forward, isn't it? You know what I mean? You can go in there with your head held high and say, look, I'm your champion, boys. You know what I mean? Bow down.
It was hard work, though. Everybody's fast. It wasn't one race, but I've not been sweating like crazy at the end.
Do you not think, though, that adds to it? You know, you've got everybody in here that literally is 2.5K above. They're all fast. They're all quick. And do you not think that pushes you a little bit more and for you just to want to try and go a little bit faster?
Yeah, it helps. Everyone's so close, especially qualies. Been nothing in them.
No,
especially Monza. We're finishing .001 or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was 0.01. It was incredibly close. But look, I think this season has been amazing for this league. The quality of drivers that they've had, the strength of field has been absolutely amazing. And for you to come out on top, You got John McHutchinson finished behind you, Rafael Blanco finished behind you. You know, these guys are like 6.5K, 5.9. You know, you're currently reading at 4.8. Did you expect to be there at the end?
Nope, didn't expect to be here to start with. I thought it'd be very much mid-pack.
Okay, so one final question. Do you feel you've improved this season as well, though?
Especially in this car. I've before the league, I've not really driven it that much, if I'm honest. But it's a great little car.
Yeah, you've done an absolute stellar job with it, mate. I've got to be honest. You know, Champion is absolutely incredible. One final thing before you leave the booth. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, just everyone, really. Probably one of the best seasons I've ever had. Very fun.
Well, that is absolutely amazing to hear. But I get to say, Daniel Sedgley, you are the 2022 Radical Sim Racing Pro Champion.
Thank you.
No worries.
Where's my champagne?
What, I don't know.
Where's?
I don't know if that's good for your rig, is it, mate?
Probably not now.
You know what I mean?
Not very water.
No, we won't see you at the Worlds if you shot champagne up in the air. But look, Dan, it's been a pleasure, and I look forward to catching you up soon.
Yes, thank you.
Take care. Well, guys, there you have it. 2 down, 1 to go, and we've got the America's AMs and Pros later on this evening at about 1:45 in the morning if you are in the UK. It's about 8:45, I believe, Eastern time. So look forward to seeing you there, and really an absolutely massive thanks to everybody that's come in as the season's gone on as well, and the love that you've shown has been absolutely incredible as well. And thank you very much for everything, because it's been an absolutely amazing season. We are going on to the Worlds, which the details will be released shortly as well. And I think overall this series has done an absolutely amazing job. Gearhead, leave your Discord down in the comments, buddy, and I will hit you up as well, and or join the Radical Sim Racing Discord, which the description is down in the chat below, and I will pick you up from there, and we can have a chat about your commentary aspirations and maybe get you doing a couple of events within JPB as well. So that would be absolutely amazing. But really, guys, that's it. Thank you to everybody that's jumped in. Gearhead, Stephen Place, Henning Haig, VR Racing, Rob Williams, Phil across the pond as well, Stian at the beginning, Joachim Kjod as well, Paul LeMay. Sandro, much love to you for organising this season. It's been absolutely incredible. So, guys, for the final time of this championship, I've been James Parfitt. You all take care. Have a great week. And you never know, I might just see you on the track sometime. Good night.